WWE is making it obvious that Austin Theory is gonna be that next John Cena, and John Cena responded to Austin Theory calling him out. A lot of backstage news and returns for Monday Night Raw and more. This is Wrestleround bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. Drop a thumbs up on this video, and I guess question of the day is, do you think Austin Theory is the next John Cena? Let me know as we get into today's wrestling coverage. And let's start off by talking about Monday Night Raw, as there is a major feud that is about to kick off on the Red brand. According to Fightful Select and other multiple reports, WWE is planning out Asuka's return, and it could possibly be happening as soon as this week's Monday Night Raw. According to reports, WWE also seems to know exactly what they're going to be doing with Asuka, and that is that apparently she is going to be feuding with Becky Lynch, who, as we got to see, lost the title against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. She has been on live events but haven't appeared on TV until this week as she makes her return. Meanwhile, Asuka hasn't appeared on WWE TV since last July due to an injury. If WWE does it right, this could be a very good feud, as the story is already there. Asuka and Becky Lynch have a ready-made-up feud because it was Asuka who was awarded the Raw Women's title when Becky Lynch relinquished it in 2020 due to her pregnancy, and then as Becky Lynch was returning, unfortunately Asuka was taken out due to an injury, so of course WWE couldn't do that feud over a year ago upon Becky return when they probably wanted to. Continuing on with what else we could be seeing on Monday Night Raw, there's another big return being talked about right now, and that is Mustafa Ali. Fightful reports that a pitch was made for him to appear on this week's Monday Night Raw. Obviously, I'm recording this before that episode goes down, so we're gonna have to wait and see, but this news comes after it was reported earlier on this year that Ali's have asked for his release from the company as he was not happy with his creative direction. Ali indicated on social media that he has about 2.5 years left on his current deal, which means that if WWE is not granting his release, then he could just sit at home, not do anything, and basically risk WWE adding time to his contract, because technically right now he is refusing to work. Now obviously the right thing to do will be for WWE to grant his release as he wishes, but clearly WWE sees something in him and they don't want to let him go. Ali reportedly had a heated argument with Vince McMahon last November, around the last time that we got to see him when he was doing the quote-unquote New America storyline, which was completely scrapped after 1 week. WWE wanted to bring him back in the men's Royal Rumble, but Mustafa Ali basically said no, that he wasn't interested in it. He even stated that instead of being inserted into the Rumble match, he would like to get his release. Hopefully whatever it is that they plan on doing with him on TV, it's interesting enough and it's worthy of his talent, because he is very talented and he's just one of the guys that WWE been wasting over the last couple of years. There's a lot of backstage news and Vince McMahon to talk about, as we got to see last week on SmackDown. Xia Li returned, and out of nowhere she's not protecting anybody else anymore. She is now a heel, and there seems to be a reason for this. According to WrestlingNews.co, Vince McMahon feels that some talent are being miscast right now, and this is why we will be seeing multiple heel turns and babyface turns over the next couple of weeks and months. This is of course another example of things changing in WWE. So Xia Li and also Rhea Ripley and even Mansoor joining LA Knight faction, even though that's not even being shown on TV, seems to just be the beginning. That is literally 3 heel turns within the same week. Continuing on with Vince McMahon, it's no secret that WWE is trying to push Austin Theory as the next John Cena. And WrestleVotes reported today that a WWE source emphasized that he anticipates bigger things in the future of Theory. They stated that now that his push is in full effect, WWE sources states that he anticipates bigger and bigger things for Theory. A person with direct knowledge states that Vince McMahon sees a young John Cena in Theory, and that he will give the kid everything he needs to be successful. That is obviously a very strong sentence and just proves how much stock WWE is putting on him, and maybe a lot of pressure too. Austin Theory obviously has the talent, so the question is, can he continue to elevate himself and take that pressure? He is certainly having some fun though. He ended up wishing John Cena a happy birthday and basically getting in the face of a little kid who was rocking John Cena's merch. Following this clip, John Cena ended up reacting to this and Austin Theory saying that this is why he is better than John Cena. Cena went on to tweet out the following: "Everyone understands that you have far more talent, strength, and gifts than I ever had. Don't apologize for that ever. An apology should come 20 years from now if you fail to provide the effort needed to turn your potential into your legacy. I hope that day never comes." And this is what we were just referring to. There's the pressure once again, and John Cena trying to give him a lesson that he's gonna have to prove himself for the next 20 years. Overall, I'm all down for Austin Theory being that next John Cena guy. What I don't want is WWE pushing it down our throat. The moment that it becomes too obvious that that is what they are trying to do, it's when fans start hating the guy regardless of how talented he is. It's not a good idea to go through another 4 years of the same Roman Reigns situation that we went through. Hopefully WWE learned from that. Right now though, it doesn't look like it because they are heavily pushing the agenda and certainly making it obvious with Vince McMahon putting so much stock on Austin Theory. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Stay savage and I'll catch you on the next one.